If you're considering adding Mavuika to your team or still deciding if she's worth it, understanding how she works and which builds and weapons suit her best is essential. Mavuika is a versatile character who can act as a main DPS or a sub-DPS, depending on how you plan to use her. First, it's important to note that all the current information about her is based on beta data, which may change before her official release. Therefore, if you're pre-farming or preparing a build in advance, keep in mind that there's a risk of wasting resources if her mechanics are adjusted in the official release. If you've already seen previous content detailing Mavuika's abilities, you know her strength lies in her flexibility. She can shine as a sub-DPS, providing consistent support to the team while contributing significant damage, or as a main DPS, dealing massive direct damage herself. However, the standout feature of Mavuika's kit is her elemental burst, which operates differently from any other character in Genshin Impact. Her burst doesn't require energy to activate, which removes the need to invest in energy recharge, a stat that's typically essential for other characters. Instead, her burst uses a unique resource called Fighting Spirit, adding a layer of strategy to her gameplay. Fighting Spirit points can be accumulated in two main ways. When Natlan characters consume Night Soul points or when any character performs normal attacks. The first method is the most efficient, allowing her to accumulate points quickly, while the second generates fewer points and is better used as a supplemental option. A crucial detail is that Mavuika starts with the maximum amount of Fighting Spirit, which is 200 points. Her burst requires a minimum of 100 points to activate, but the more points she has above this threshold, the more powerful her burst becomes, both in terms of support and direct damage. This makes careful management of these points essential during combat rotations, ensuring you activate her abilities at the most impactful moments. Among the best support options for Mavuika, Xilonen, in particular, excels in this role, as she can generate up to 90 Fighting Spirit points very quickly, making her an almost indispensable partner for Mavuika. This synergy allows Mavuika to activate her burst frequently and at peak efficiency. Citlali, who will also be released in version 5.3, also works very well with Mavuika. However, we don't have much information yet about the synergy between the two. Mavuika's Constellation 1 also deserves mention, as it significantly enhances her performance by increasing both the amount of Fighting Spirit she can spend as a sub-DPS and the rate at which these points are generated. With this constellation, she no longer needs to rely exclusively on Natlan characters to maximize her burst as a sub-DPS, though they remain necessary for optimal performance as a main DPS. In her role as a main DPS, Mavuika has some similarities to Raiden Shogun, as both deal significant initial damage upon activating their burst, followed by continuous attacks for a few seconds. However, while Raiden's attacks are classified as burst damage, Mavuika's are considered normal or charged attack damage. This distinction makes her damage sources more varied and potentially easier to optimize depending on the artifacts and weapons available. It also means that builds focusing on increasing normal and charged attack damage can be particularly effective for her. A quick reminder that I'm hosting a giveaway of 10 Welkin Moons. To participate, just check out my latest video, link in the description. When it comes to weapons, Mavuika's signature weapon is undoubtedly her best option. It offers a combination of high attack and critical damage, along with buffs for normal, charged, or elemental attacks, making it incredibly versatile. However, if you don't plan to obtain her signature weapon, there are viable alternatives. The Mailed Flower is a solid choice for both DPS and sub-DPS builds. Among 4-star weapons, the Serpent Spine stands out as the best option, especially if refined. For 5-star weapons, the Wolf's Gravestone, accessible through the standard banner, is highly recommended. Other options include the Verdict, Navia's signature weapon, and the Beacon of the Reed Sea, Dehaya's signature weapon. Both provide beneficial bonuses that can complement Mavuika's kit. One of Mavuika's greatest advantages is how easy she is to build. Since she doesn't rely on energy recharge, you can focus on stats like attack, critical rate, and critical damage, simplifying the optimization process. Even without her signature weapon, she can still perform exceptionally well with accessible and free options, as long as she is paired with a well-balanced team and solid strategies. Overall, Mavuika is a powerful and strategic character, ideal for players who enjoy planning rotations and managing resources effectively. What do you think about Mavuika? Are you excited to add her to your team, or are you waiting for more information on her performance in the official release? If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next time!